your blocks handy. Turn on your Apple Watches. I don't want this to not count for you. That's where we're at. It only counts if you've got it on your Apple Watch. Okay, so come onto your back. And remember, this practice I teach it usually a little simpler on Wednesday than on Monday. But having said that, some of you are practicing, every day. Your rhythm might be, I need to do more. Your rhythm might be, I need to do less. So you just kind of come along with me or skip things. We're going to start nice and easy. Just a simple inhale with the knees bent, arms overhead, stretching the shoulders and the spine. And then exhale, lowering arms and turning head to one side. So just getting into a soft rhythm. Inhale, reaching head center. And exhale, lowering your arms, turning your head to one side. You might even add a little pause here, just letting the neck really soften for a moment before you start over. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Two more each side. Reaching, inhale, no rush, long breath. Longer breath out if you can. Add a little pause to soften. Center your head, and then bring your fingers to your own shoulders and do nice shoulder circles here, just oiling up the shoulder joint. Just think of this as a nice overall waking everything up process here. Good. Whatever direction you're going in, switch it up. And then bring your hands just above your heart center. Interlace your fingers and keep your palms facing you. So your hands are interlaced, and go ahead and reach your shoulders off of your shoulder blades off of the mat, and then keeping your arms straight, just pull your shoulder blades down. So I'm not bending my elbows, I'm just reaching my shoulder blades and then lowering, reaching them away, which feels like you're rounding your upper back a little bit, and then drawing them back. Rounding slightly, shoulder blades in, two more. Lifting, pulling in, one more. And then turn your right palm, keep the fingers interlaced, turn your right palm away from you, almost like you're wringing out your fingers in your wrist. And then go the other way, turn your left palm. They're still interlaced. And then just sort of go back and forth. You might notice this in your wrists. You might notice that one finger is particularly cranky, and you can sort of press into that finger. Just back and forth, opening up the fingers, the wrists, the elbows will even get a little bit here. If something feels really good in one direction, hold for 2 breaths. Just keep your shoulders and face relaxed. And then the other way. Relax your arms, but do a few wrist circles. And the other way. Good. Bring your hands behind your head, interlace your hands. Take a moment, you can sort of massage just at the base of your skull, kind of a nice gentle massage right at the base of the skull. And actually, if you massage lightly, that's good for the vagus nerve. And if you massage a little more aggressively, that might feel nice on those back neck muscles that get tense. Bring your elbows close to your face, so create a hammock for yourself. Take a breath. Practice elbows in, but shoulders relaxed and head heavy. So as passively as you can, roll your chin to your chest and lift up so that you're just supporting your head, but you're not pulling your head. And then a mild turn to one side. I'm sort of pulling my fingers apart the way I did in that wrist stretch. And then I go to the other side. Just a soft turning of the head side to side. Let your head be heavy. The hands are holding you, but they're not tense. So it's a real exercise in letting go. Finding that ability to work with your body and deepen something, but also be relaxed and soft. And sometimes we forget when we're doing physical stuff to find that less effort. And anytime you do anything expertly, as you all know, whatever you're really good at, there's a moment where you find that you're just in the groove of it. You're not trying too hard, you're just flowing with it. You want to find that in your physical yoga practice as much as you can. One more side to side. So you can work deep and you can work strong, but you're not pushing your body into that extra bit of effort zone, keeping it relaxed. Okay, bring both of your knees into your chest. Hold your knees. So we kind of work the shoulders and the neck now. Let's get into the low back. Inhale, just float your knees away from you. So your arms get straight, but you don't let the legs go. And then exhale, float your knees to you. Keep the knees closed. So it's just in and out to your chest. That's it. This is called Apanasana. This is one of the top 10 therapeutic postures, and it becomes more therapeutic if you inhale, legs move away, and then exhale, knees pull in, and you pause, pull your belly button in a little bit more. And this stimulates your digestion. Inhale, legs away, ankles soft, exhale, knees in, pause. Good. Just two more of these. Inhale, legs away. Exhale, pause, in, one more. So this is flexing the spine and stretching the buttocks and flexing the hip. Now do the one where your knees go apart and then back together. So I'm circling my knees. I'm still holding my knees. I'm keeping the range of motion small, getting into the hip joints here. Shoulders are relaxed. Everything's soft. And then the other way. And don't worry, we'll get into it. Let's think of this as leaving no stone unturned practice, right? We're going to just get into every little nook and cranny today. Hold your knees in, roll your ankles now, spread your toes, and the other way. Great. Now feet down into deeper abdominal work. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, knees to chest, so fuller range of motion than Apanasana. Inhale, slowly lower the feet. The slower you go, the deeper. Exhale, knees to chest. Inhale to lower. Arms reach. Exhale, knees to chest. And then, of course, you can add on here. Stay with this. This is the simple version. Or begin to lift your head. And you can always make it stronger by reaching your legs out. But it's quite a bit stronger. So you decide. Out can be hard on the lower back. And you can angle it up a little higher if you're doing the straight leg version, which makes it a little easier on the lower back, but probably stronger than this first variation I gave you. 8 more. Great, Laura. Love it. Exhale. Awesome, Penny. Perfect, Noreen. Great, Sid. Love it, Jackie. That's it, Paula. Good, David. You got it, Barbette. 2. And 1. All right, feet come down. Press your elbows down and draw the bottom of your shoulder blades a little closer. So it's challenging sometimes, but you want to find the middle of your back as the part that you're engaging, and then broaden your upper chest. Now let's bring our hands to face the ceiling. My elbows are going to stay on the floor. As I inhale, I open my forearms and hands. And as I exhale, I bring them back to start position. So I'm in a back bend, and then I'm just opening from my elbows out. Keep the elbows on the floor the whole time. Good, Penny. This will engage the mid-spine and hopefully open your chest a little more broadly. And just say, you have a problem with back bending. It aggravates your lower back. This is a fantastic way to work the shoulder joint, to work the arms a little bit, and to work your spine in a back bend without getting too much in the low back. One more. And then hold out. So your fingers are on the floor, your elbows are pressing into the floor. Move your head from side to side a few times so that you're noticing that you can engage the middle back without engaging the neck. That's the main issue, is that we tend to do too much with the neck. Feel this here in your body. It's kind of like cobra or sphinx pose. And then inhale, lift your hips up a little or a lot. Push forward. So I'm reaching my hip to my toe. Exhale, just tap your butt down. Don't lose the arch in the spine. Inhale, lift your hips and pull them away from you. So I'm reaching through my knees and into my feet. Exhale, butt taps down. I don't take the arch out. Inhale a little or a lot. Reach forward. Awesome. And down. You got it. And this is anytime you're coming into a back bend from this position. You always think hips away from the heart center. Reach and tap. Now notice if you've stopped engaging. Keep pressing elbows and fingernails down. So you've got that work in the spine happening. And then we're going to hold this one here. Now for the calves, lift your heels. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift. And most of us will have to squeeze the ankles in a little bit because the tendency for most of us is to roll towards the pinky toe. Keep pressing the back of your hands. I'm sorry, this is not good for a manicure, this one. Press your fingernails into the earth. Great. 2 and 1. Heels down. Hover your right foot. Breathe. Working the left hamstring. Reach your left hip higher and then reach towards the front of your left foot. So keep your energy moving forward for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. This illuminates which side might be stronger. Keep your mid-spine engaged. Roll your shoulders back, right foot down. Hover your left foot. Reach through your right leg, engaging the right hamstring and glute. So if you're weak on one side, one-legged bridges are a great way to make sure that the weak side is getting its due diligence. And if you actually, I can't really feel my weak side here, but if you could feel your weak side, I'd say add 4 more breaths, or go back to your weak side if it was the first side, and then change back and hold it for 4 breaths. So do the weak side a little longer if you know what it is. Okay, come all the way down. Relax your shoulders. Bring your right leg to the sky. And flex the foot. Spread the toes. And point the foot. Yes, flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. And flex. You got it. And point. Now let's flex the foot and hold. Spread your toes and then reach the ball and big toe more up. Reach the pinky toe out and more down. Great. Relax the shoulders. And then from the upper inner knee, reach through the ball of your foot more. Yes. From the inner upper knee, get longer. Good. Roll your ankle again. And the other way. Now turn your right foot to the left so that you're pointing your toe and turning in, so your outer ankle is kind of pulling out. And then bring your right leg over to the left. Bring your left knee in. That's it, Barbette. Hang here. This starts to work into the outer hip. So you may even feel a shift from the middle of your hamstring towards your outer hip, towards your buttock. If you don't, you don't. But if it's tight in there, you might get a change. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Great. Come back through center. Flex your right foot. Turn your right leg out and then bend your right knee in the direction of your right armpit. Hold the back of your knee, your ankle, or even your foot, so half happy baby. Drive your right leg down to the earth and then let your left knee flop over to the left. So right leg is in a happy baby, left leg is in Supta Baddha Konasana. The tendency will be to tip towards the right leg, so glue the left side of your back down gently. Nothing aggressive. That's it. Good, Sid. Nothing. And then check in with your shoulders. I constantly have to remind myself that I can do this in a relaxed manner. 3 breaths. So little more inner thigh. You might be getting into the buttock and the hip here too. Great. Now angle your left knee back up. Right ankle above left knee. Relax your arms. Hands free. Exhale, left knee, left foot lifts, hands free. Inhale, tap down. So when you practice eye of the needle like this, hands free, using your leg to bring it up, great, Paula, and keeping your left hip tacked down, you're really engaging deep core support muscles and stabilizing. So it's a great way to work hip flexibility, but also do abs and core stability. You got it. 2, 1. Great. Lower both feet to the earth. Draw your left knee in. Take your left leg to the sky. Relax the shoulders. Hold your leg low so you don't have to work too hard here. And flex the foot. Spread the toes and point. Back to calf and ankle. Flex and point. We're doing about 4 more. 3. Spreading the toes, 2. 1. Good. Spread the toes, circle your ankle again. Other way. Good. Hold the flex foot, spread the toes, and deepen the posture by reaching the ball of the big toe up, spreading the pinky toe out and almost down, and then taking your inner knee. I kind of pull into my inner knee here. You can even touch yourself. That might help. And then lengthen up through the foot. Relax your shoulders. Now pointing the toes and turning the toes to the right so you're sickling the ankle in. Move your left leg slightly over to the right and then turn your right knee in a little. Shifting probably for most of us towards the outer hip. And if your low back is tight, you might even feel this a little bit in the lower back area. Good. Shoulders relaxed. Pull your left hip a little forward here. Just reach away. That's it. Penny, come back through center. Now turn your left leg out. Then draw your left knee towards your left armpit. Let your right knee drop open for a counterbalance. Hold the back of your knee, ankle, or foot. Half happy baby in the left leg. Right leg is in Supta Baddha Konasana. Notice how you want to fall to the left leg. Keep some energy through the outer or back right hip area so you're glued down. Shoulders relaxed, face soft. And then angle your right knee back up. Left ankle crosses right knee, eye of the needle. Exhale, lift your right foot. Inhale, tap down. So little bit of ab work, core stability, back stability, and hip flexion, hip extent, hip rotation. We've got 3. Now you're going to laugh at me, 2, but all of this was so we could do this next pose. All of it so we could do this next pose a little earlier in the practice. Right, now grab your 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, just do it without the blocks. And first lift your hips, then lift your heels so that you can move the blocks into, if you can, their highest setting. If this is too high for you, and it might be, then just drop down to the next setting. But we want to be as high up as possible so that we're really opening the front of the hip now. So we've done outer hip opening. The one thing we haven't done really is front hip opening. This is called hip extension. Relax your shoulders. And this might be enough for you, but we're going to dial it up if you want to dial it up. I'm going to draw the left knee in first so it's clear. And I'm not pulling my left knee in with my hand. I'm just holding it, with my leg strength. Now the right leg lifts to the sky, and you're going to do with a flex foot, reach your right leg, try to go all the way back down to your mat, and then pull it in. So it's like a big slow bicycle. Reach all the way down towards the mat. Yes, and in. Reach. Now this is one of those fantastic hip openers, and when I say hip, I mean the psoas, so the front of the hip, not the side. That is great for so many things, and it's a great thing for you to just know and do on your own, 100%. However, I would want you to be a little bit warmed up because it's a big move, even though it feels maybe gentle and relaxing to you. Now let's hold this next one out long. Now use your hands to hold your left knee. Flex your right foot, and you'll notice how your right leg wants to turn out a little bit. Ooh, try to turn it in. Don't let it turn out. Don't let it turn out as best as you can. Let the shoulders relax. Wiggle your head side to side so you're not gripping or holding anything too tight. Yeah. One more breath. Now, relax your arms first, slide your right knee in, and then bring your right knee to your chest. Lift both legs to the sky. 5 breaths, restorative shoulder stand, little inversion. Think of this as a complete body practice on your back, this part right here. All right, hover your right knee in, left leg is to the sky, reach it all the way out long, slow, exhale, and then inhale, slow bicycle. Exhale, take it out. Inhale in. Exhale, take it out. Long reach, nice and slow. And notice, does this side feel as tight as the first side? So I actually feel less tightness on my left side. And that's, common because most of us are right side dominant. So 2 more, nice and slow. Last one. And then reach the leg long. Know that it wants to turn out. You're going to turn it in. And then you can deepen by holding your right knee to your chest. Relax your shoulders. Turning in. Soft jaw, soft face. Wiggle your head side to side. Relax your shoulders. 2 more breaths. Bend your left knee, take both legs to the sky, 5 breaths, soft inversion. Feet come down, and then lift your hips off of the blocks, move them out of your way. Final thing that we need to do. Lift your hips a little, move your hips to the right, bring both knees over to your left. Easy twist. So that's the one thing we haven't done here is twist the spine. Now, if you want to work outer abdominals, instead of relaxing, bring your hands behind your head. Exhale, lift and lower 8 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you've been doing the abs, then come back. 3 more breaths in the twist. Relax. Exhale, come back through center, hips move to the left, knees to the right. If you're thinking like, well, I never want to do any more kind of yoga than just this, that's a clue that maybe you're doing too much hard yoga, all right, or spinning too much. So now you're in the twist. Stay in the twist. Just chill out here. Or if you want a little bit of ab work for the waist, hands behind your head, just 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to the twist if you're moving. Take 3 more breaths. Exhale back through center. If you need to draw your knees in for a moment, just to flex the lower back one more time, do. And then extend both legs out. Turn your palms up. 8 breaths. Total rest. Let go of this portion of the practice. Settle in. 8 full breaths. Totally let your body relax.